Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over some details regarding the global Go Fest. That is going to be for everybody. We're not going to be going over the particular places that they're going to be having around the world. We're just going to be covering the global one here, as well as discussing a few concerns that I do have that I was discussing with a couple of locals that we've kind of bring up before, and that is going to be the fact that are we going to be able to use our Zacians and Zamazentas that we currently have and actually form change them into their crown forms. Let's go ahead and go over those things here. So if you do enjoy my content, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Starting it off here, looks like we are going to be seeing shiny FRIGIBAX and Carbinks being introduced for the Go Fest, okay? So we'll go ahead and see where those are going to be spawning, and I have a few tips for you here, okay? So let's go ahead and get this underway here. All right, so I'm gonna just throw it up. I'm gonna cover my face for a little while. FRIGIBAX will be in the 1-star raids. Now remember, folks, FRIGIBAX 1-star raids. I know you're going to want to get this shiny, right? It's going to receive a community day. What happened with Dino and all the other ones that they introduced? And now you're going to see community days come up, and then spending all that money kind of is a little bit of a waste. If you get a Shundo, that's fantastic, but I urge you to probably not do as many as you possibly can. But hey, you do what you want to do and you have as much fun as you want to have. That's just a little bit of a tip here. Now let's go ahead and kind of move through this kind of fast, all right? All right. The unknown Pokemon will be in the 3-star raids, okay? Now here we go. Crown's Zamazenta will be in the 5-star raids on Saturday. Crowned Shield Zacian will be in the 5-star raids on Sunday, okay? So keep that in mind. On Saturday, Chansey, Skarmory, Larvitar, Shieldon, Shelmet, Volby, Oranguru, and Goomy will be spawning all day with the unknowns, spelling shield, off of the incense. On Sunday, Galarian Surfetch'd, Cubone, Ralts, Carablast, Ponyard, Dino, Pazamin, and I know I always say that wrong, okay? Jangmo-O will be spawning all day, as well as the unknowns, spelling sword, spawning off of incense. All right, moving it on, we do have the Volcano Habitat, which they're going to be rotating, right? And I'll be bringing you more details. This is just kind of a little bit of a rough draft here. All right, so the Volcano Habitat will be spawning Houndour, Numel, Duskull, Gothitelle, Golett, Fletchling, Flabébé, and Skrellup. And wait, Skrellup, and then nope, Carbinks and Fuecoco with the Torkoal on the incense. Okay, so that's the volcano area. Remember, Carbinks is going to be shiny, so that's going to be a pretty good one there for you. All right, moving it on here. Let's see, we are going to be looking at the Dojo area. This is obviously kind of fighting type Pokemon featuring Machop, Electabuzz, Teddiursa, Scraggy, Chespin, Flabébé Yellow Flower, Pancham, Dedenne, Crabrawler, and Minfu. I still need that shiny Minfu for sure. In the wild with Skidoo in the incense. All right, so that's pretty awesome. All right, not bad, I guess. All right, let me make sure I don't lose my track here. The Tundra spawns will feature a Alolan Sand Alolan Sandshrew, Swinub, Spheal, Piplup, Snover, Munna, Elgiam, Blue Flower, Flabébé, Bridgemite, FRIGIBAX in the wild with Pachirisu on the incense. And I still need my stinking shiny Pachirisu, and I live here and I catch like multiple a day. All right, so we already went over the Tundra, and now what do we have here? Tundra, blah, 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 Piplup, Snover. Did I miss something here? Blue Flabébé, FRIGIBAX, Pachirisu on the incense. Okay, now for the final one here, the Swamp will feature Clefairy, Tentacruel, Mawile, Gulpin, Venipede, Poplo, Marini, Morlul, Togetic, and the Orange Flower Flabébé in the wild with Klefki on the incense. Well, there you go. Okay, so there's a nice little regional for you to get. I still personally need that Pokemon, so looking pretty good here for you folks. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and just throw up a video here. I'll go ahead and put it up right now. So taking a look at the particular Pokemon that are in question. So we do have, I have this maxed out Zacian here. Am I gonna be able to make it into a crowned form? We'll have to see, because what Niantic likes to do is make it so you're gonna need either a signature move, and that signature move cannot be used or at least you can't not use an Elite TM on the current ones you do have, because you have to think about Palkia, Origin, and Dialga. Now, I know these things are not a fusion Pokemon, but I'm trying to just kind of give you an idea as to what they're going to be throwing at us potentially. I do not know 100%, and they still haven't allowed us to use an Elite Charge TM on Palkia, Origin, or Dialga, and not even at a particular special time. Now, when it came to Kyurem, when you wanted to get the signature moves on Kyurem Black and White, you're going to need Glaciate on your Kyurem. Now, I know I did do a fuse back in the day with the White, or with damn, why am I forgetting its name? You know, Reshiram, right? And I did not have the signature move, so I unfused them, used an Elite Charge TM, put Glaciate, and now I have that signature move. That was not bad at all. Pretty good stuff. But I don't know if that's going to be the case with this one here, because what's going to happen is all the people who currently do have their Zacians and Zamazentas will probably go hard, because you can totally expect them to have unlimited raids during these times. And of course, probably leading up into it, you're going to be able to do even more raids, like 20 per day or something like that. And then when the official days happen, then you're going to be able to just do as many as possible. So everybody's going to be going hard, right? But that is a concern, okay? So just keep that in the back of your mind. If you haven't powered up your Zacian or Zamazentas yet, that you currently have right now before GoFest has started, you may want to hold off, okay? I've personally powered them up already. I have one completely maxed out, and I'm working on the other one here, which I am going to be maxing out. Why? Because it's shiny. Why? Because it's shiny. That's it. There's no other excuse needed, okay? We're good to go here. Even my other one is a best friend. But just a little bit of food for thought, okay? I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but knowing their current model and what they've done before, you could probably, you know, consider that they're not going to allow you to just evolve the current ones that you do have. But if they do, I have to give them credit, obviously, and that would be fantastic. And that doesn't mean I'm not going to raid hard. I'm still going to go crazy for these. I still need a gray Zamazenta, and of course I still need candies, and I need more candies to max out my shiny one. So just keep that in the back of your mind. If you have your Zacian and Zamazentas and you are, I don't know, for whatever reason, thinking about powering them out right before the GoFest event, you may want to hold off and just wait just a little bit longer. Also consider the fact that the FRIGIBAX is going to be shiny, and they're going to be throwing that in the raids. So if you're planning on going hard and trying to get the shiny or get as many as you possibly can, I think you should probably hold off on that. But again, it's your money and you can do whatever the hell you want to do. I'm just giving you a little bit of advice, okay? Because once they start announcing the community day for FRIGIBAX one day, I don't know when it's going to be, I always see it in, not in particular my comments, but you know, sometimes, but usually on social media, people saying, I rated so hard for this and now you're making it irrelevant and making it just an abundant for everybody. Yeah, that's the plan. That's why they're putting it in the raids, because they know they're going to make it a community day. They're trying to bank off it before it is a community day Pokemon, and everybody can just get it for free in the wild. Okay? So just a little bit of food for thought there. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.